Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. My name is Ademisela Adeyemi, and on this channel we talk elocution, social etiquette and personal development. So if this is something that interests you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. You can also turn on the notification bell so that you'll get to know whenever I upload a new video. And to all of our returning subscribers, I appreciate you all for always coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to practice public speaking at work. So if this sounds like something that interests you, definitely keep on watching. So, how to practice public speaking at work? First, what is public speaking? It is the process of communicating information to an audience. Again, I have a video on how to overcome the fear of public speaking. I'll link it somewhere in the card or in the description box, so please check it out, look out for it. And a lot of people think that it is until you have a large crowd in front of you that is the only time that you are engaging in public speaking. That is absolutely not true. As long as you have an audience, the size regardless, you are engaging in public speaking. Now, in context, to put this in perspective, a lot of people, especially in Africa, especially in this part of the world, downplay the importance of public speaking generally, especially because they think it's a soft skill. I promise you, public speaking is not just a soft skill. It is a life skill. So I'm trying to say that we sometimes erroneously downplay the importance of public speaking. Generally, not talk of public speaking at work, or maybe as career professionals are not aware, or some career professionals are not aware that they engage in public speaking at work, which was why I took time to explain the concept of public speaking. That's on the one hand. Then we tend to overemphasize the importance of our technical skill, or we tend to overemphasize our technical knowledge and skills, which of course is the primary reason why that organization has hired you as a career professional. However, your expertise as a professional is not the only reason that you will get a promotion or visibility at work, like they call it. Okay, so your technical knowledge might get you in, or getting into an organization might be based on your technical prowess. At least 80% of the reason that you'll be employed would at least be because of your technical prowess, and then the remaining 20% might be something else, maybe other soft skills. But I promise you that your career progression is highly dependent on other soft skills aside your technical prowess. So that is the reason that I am sharing these tips with you. Now that we have laid the foundation, let's get into the video properly. Tip number 1, look for opportunities to speak. Okay? And when I say look for opportunities to speak, trust me, I'm not saying be here, there, and literally everywhere. So much so that whenever your colleagues hear your name or see that you have a question, they're like, what to today? They're here again. Nah, that's not the goal. I'm saying be strategic, okay? Be intentional about making your voice heard at work. Again, you don't want to be a fly on the wall. If you don't know the meaning of that idiom, you can look it up or check out my first ever long form video on this channel. But OGs on this channel, like my regulars on this channel, they know, I'm sure that they know the meaning of being a fly on the wall. Okay, so you don't want to be invisible literally at work. So I'm not saying that whenever they say, oh, any comments, any contributions, any suggestions, every single time you have a meeting at work, you always have something to say. No, you don't. Oh, you don't want to be a busybody, okay? You don't want to be you don't want to be overly dramatic about it. No, I am saying that you necessarily might not speak up every time, but for every time you decide to open your mouth to contribute to a discourse at work, to contribute in a meeting at work, to give a suggestion, literally all eyes are on you because they know that you're going to say or you're going to make a meaningful contribution to that discussion. Okay? So it's finding the balance. You don't want to be everywhere. At the same time, you don't always have to keep mute. Okay? So every time they say any questions, you're just rolling your eyes. Any suggestions, you're just, I beg, let this just be over. I don't know what they're saying. Especially for those of you that work from home, right? I beg, who has any contributions here? Yeah, just like, oh, I don't know. Let this meeting just be done so that I can go and cook rice or make eba. It's good to make rice and make eba, but at the same time, all I'm saying is try and strike a balance, okay? Make your voice heard, especially with strategic times, basically at work. You don't want to keep mute, okay? Be intentional about looking for opportunities to speak. Prepare before you go in for your meetings, especially for those meetings that are not impromptu, those ones where you have an agenda, okay? So prepare ahead and listen intently. Know the kind of questions to ask, know when to chip in, okay? Be very intentional about looking for strategic opportunities to speak at work. Tip number 2, know that your work won't speak for you. Okay, so I remember, I think this was in 2020, I had reached out to somebody and I was complaining, oh, this was going on at work, this was going on, and she told me, your work does not have mouth and it will not speak for you. I'm telling you, it's been about 3 years now, but that statement never left me. It was a light bulb moment for me because it was literally what I was expecting. Okay, so I'd complained to her to say, oh, I thought my work would speak for me. So trust me, I'm sharing from an experiential point of view. Your work will not speak for you. So what am I saying? I'm saying that whenever you have an opportunity to highlight your achievements, the projects that you have worked on, especially significant ones, those that have added immense value to your organization, by all means, please, and this is especially to women, by all means, please highlight your achievements and be confident about it. So there's a thin line between confidence or being confident and being cocky. I'm not saying that you go, oh, I worked on blah and blah and blah, I launched the mobile app, I single-handedly launched the whatever mobile app. Is it possible? Is it really possible that you can single-handedly launch a mobile app without any other stakeholder inputs, without any other person assisting you? Of course, that is not true. Okay, you can say, oh, I led the team that launched the blah and blah mobile app. That's different from I blah and blah and blah, I did that. You're not trying to downplay the contribution of your colleagues, because the truth is no man is an island. And even if you try today, the following day you find that you reach out to them, they are not going to respond to you, because nobody wants another person to take credit for their work. Okay, so again, balance, just like I mentioned in the first point. You are not timid and you are not cocky, but at the same time, I find that, again, especially for women, women have a challenge, or maybe for introverts generally, or should I say introverted women, just pick whatever category or categories that you fall into, okay? So especially for these people, some people find it really, really, should I say, awkward coming out to say, I did this, I did that. If you don't do it, if you don't take credit for your work, there is somebody lurking around waiting to take credit for your hard work, for your, literally, for your blood, sweat, and tears. And then when promotion list is released, you find that your name is not there. Not because you did not put in the work. Again, that was why I took time to lay the foundation and emphasize the difference between these soft skills and our technical knowledge. Trust me, they know, your organization knows that you are capable, especially when it comes to the technical aspect, and that is the reason that you're still on that job. It's not a fact that is being contested that you know your onions, that you know your job. I am saying put in the extra work of highlighting your achievements where necessary. Don't be timid about it. Don't be awkward. And at the same time, don't be cocky, okay? Find that balance. It could be at your quarterly meeting, at your work retreat. It could be to your line manager. It could be to your HOD. There are strategic moments that you should not keep quiet, okay? Identify them and own it. Highlight your achievements with confidence, okay? And again, it's not what you say, it's how you say what you say. Zella. Tip number 3, practice, practice, practice. Somebody is watching this and is like, oh, Jamie is at it again. The truth is, you only get better at what you do consistently, okay? Take it one day at a time. It's not that big. You will not say, because Demi said that I should look for opportunities to speak at work. So on Monday, you ask a question that is not exactly related to what is being discussed, okay? On Tuesday, you do same. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying pace yourself. Take it one day at a time. Again, you have to do it afraid, because again, like I said, it is whatever that you do consistently that you get better at. So make a contribution to a meeting today, anchor a meeting tomorrow, ask a question the day after, interface with a client the day after. Don't pull back. Don't run away. I have practical experiences, and I am going to share one with you. So I remember that there was this day, our HOD at the time, who is an incredibly eloquent speaker, okay? She had said that she wanted to train, because it was a communications department. So she said she wanted to train better communicators, people who could represent her at various events in the organization whenever she was not around. So she asked her PA to organize or put together this bi-monthly knowledge sharing event where each unit would come and present to the entire department. But the challenge was that the first edition was an impromptu edition, okay? It wasn't something that was planned for. It was literally, I remember it was a Friday, so maybe her PA got the memo that Friday and came to announce that, oh, by 5 p.m. we're going to have a gather round. We used to call it gather round, and that certain people that she would nominate would come out to present to the entire department. And the PA nominated me to speak on elocution, I think, because she had been seeing my work on social media. The perfectionist in me responded almost immediately to say, no, please, I'd like to pass on this. We're going to have much more opportunities. Please listen to me, I'm heading somewhere. We're going to have much more opportunities. I mean, the event is going to be twice a month anyway, so definitely when it's time for my unit to present, I would come forward. But this is too sudden and I'm not prepared. That was the feedback that I gave to her. So as I was returning to my seat, okay, to literally bury my head in front of my system, because that's what a lot of us, that's the mistake that we make. So as I was going to do the usual, I heard this voice. Oh my God, it was so strong. It was so strong in my heart. It said, Ademisola, turn back, go and meet her. And the lady that was sending the emails, right? The lady sending out the emails was already typing, because we had, like I said, a really short notice. So the spirit told me, say, go back, tell her that you're going to do it, that you have changed your mind. So the impression was very strong. So I obeyed and I went back and told her that, you know what, I changed my mind, I'll do it anyway. Luckily for me, I was not the first speaker, I was the second speaker. So whilst the first speaker had the floor, I just went on my social media. I went on my Instagram page hurriedly and compiled, I think, 10 commonly mispronounced words to teach. And summarily, at the end of my presentation, I literally had a standing ovation. I had at least three of my colleagues at the time record that video and sent to me to say that I delivered such a fantastic presentation. And this was something that I was not going to do. So 2 important takeaways from this. First, my HOD at the time was present. That is my HOD who put this event together. She was present. So I realized that it was a strategic moment to make a good impression. Of course, not only to her, but to the entire department, because it seemed like I used to be a fly on the wall, literally. So when I tell you don't be a fly on the wall, I'm speaking from a place of experience, okay? So it felt like my work was only visible to my unit and not the entire department. So the entire department got to experience me the first time, and wow, I did not know that this young lady was this knowledgeable. Number 2, up until the time I left the department, I'm not sure that knowledge sharing session was sustained for a long time. After a couple of months, we held it for a couple of months, and it, I think, should I say, died a natural death. What am I saying? I did not have another opportunity to make a presentation. As a matter of fact, I remember very vividly that when it was the turn of my unit at the time, digital marketing, to present, I was a part of the organizing team. So I was busy putting the event together, looking for speakers here and there. I was too engrossed in planning to even, to pay attention to anything else. Again, if I had missed that strategic opportunity, I did not know that the event or the program would die natural death, and I would not have had another opportunity to make such an impression. So when I say that, look and identify strategic opportunities to make an impression, that I believe was a good example, okay, or that I believe is one event, a personal experience that drives home the point. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and turn on the notification bell so that you get to know whenever I upload a new video. By all means, please share this video with a career professional that you know, especially those in maybe entry or mid-level. I'm sure that this video will impact them and their careers greatly. If there's any topic as well that you would love for me to address, whether around elocution, public speaking, social etiquette, personal development, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. If there was anything that stood out for you in this video as well, please share with me. I'd love to hear from you as well. And if you have any personal experience that you would love to share with this community, similar to what I shared, please share with us in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.